Every victim of a narcissist. Sorry, the mic's off. Okay, mic is on. Every victim of a narcissist needs to watch this video right now. It's very important. When you first meet the narcissist, they love bomb you. They make you feel like you're special. They make you feel important, as though you could be something significant in their lives. And then later on, they devalue you. They make you feel like something is wrong, and you need to correct it immediately to keep them happy. And it makes you want to do whatever you can to please them, because you think back to the love bombing phase and how great things were, how nice they were to you. It makes you identify with the problem, or at least the problem that is suggested to you. But the reality is, there's actually nothing wrong at all. Narcissists are quite comfortable in the dysfunction. They're happy with it. They're fine with dangling this carrot on a string in front of you and making you believe that you have to do this and that to achieve the result that you want. When the reality is that the narcissist does not care about your relationship. They don't care about you. All a narcissist cares about is power and control. And that's why it's so easy for them to hand out all of these things that are wrong with you. But they never look at themselves and see what they need to correct. It's always about you. It's always about something being wrong with you. What you have to understand is that if you treat someone like a king or a queen, they will treat you like their servant. If you treat someone like a celebrity, they will treat you like a fan. Sometimes you just have to take a step back and realize that you're dealing with a human being. Someone who is the same as everyone else. Just because they have these delusions of grandeur, it does not make them any better than you. They're just detached from reality. Narcissists are completely delusional. They really believe that they are perfect and that they can't do anything wrong and that you can't do anything right. So what you really need to do in these situations is stop trying to please them. Stop trying to get their validation. Because deep down, you're dealing with someone who is full of self-hatred. Someone who hates themselves. Someone who hates their life. And you're never going to make someone like that happy. Even a perfect person walking the earth would not be enough for them, because they are not enough for themselves. And that's really what you have to understand when you're dealing with a narcissist. They're going to be angry. They're going to be upset. They're going to be miserable. And there's really very little you can do about that. That's just the way they are. You just have to focus on your own happiness, even if they are miserable. It's not your responsibility to make another person happy. Nothing can really make us happy. No person, no material item. Happiness comes from within. But as we know, there's no self within the narcissist. Their self is based upon controlling you. If they can control you, they feel powerful and important. And that's just how it is. But your happiness can come from within. And the best thing that you can really do in these situations is just to leave and go no contact, because they're never going to change. Find someone who can generate that happiness from within. Find someone who actually cares about you. Someone who cares about your relationship and doesn't want to screw it up. Someone who doesn't want to harm you. Because the only way that the narcissist can really function from the devaluation phase onwards is by harming you, is by bringing you down. They can't lift you up. A person who is so far down cannot lift you up. But a person who is already happy and fulfilled, they can pull you up to where you need to be. But even then, you should never depend on another person for your happiness. You should never depend on another person for that. Your happiness should always come from within. Narcissists just want to control their targets. They don't even care about you. If they can control you, it makes them feel better about themselves. And that is why one of their main tactics is the gaslighting. If they can make you doubt your own perception, memory, and even your sanity, then they can control you. Their control comes from making you doubt yourself. Because they already know that the greatest opposition to their control is you. So they have to take you out of the picture. They have to make you doubt your own beliefs. And then they have to feed you the narrative that they want you to believe, so that they can keep you as their own personal puppet. But it's really crazy. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. They're so quick to point out all these things wrong with you. And they've got a mountain of problems that they haven't dealt with. It really doesn't make any sense. But narcissists are so weak and fragile that they can't even look at their own garbage. They don't want to deal with that. And really the reason why they're so stuck is because they're always so busy pointing the finger at everyone else. Instead of pointing that finger at themselves and thinking about what they need to do That's why they've got such a mountain of garbage that they never dealt with. Because if just for a moment if they stopped blaming you for everything and they just looked at themselves, then things would change. You would see a difference. But because they don't do that, they just get worse with age. Because they refuse to take accountability. Accountability is probably something you'll never get from a narcissist. You have to take accountability for where you find yourself. You have to use your own intuition. Because you cannot depend on a narcissist to tell you who you are or where you need to be. They're not a credible source. But yeah, trust yourself. You know who you are. You know what you've accomplished. You know what you went through. Remember, your greatest defense against the narcissist is your own intuition, your own self-love. When it all comes down to it, it's that love that they are trying to destroy. Narcissists hate love. I've done a video on that before. They can't stand it. They can't stand your love for yourself, your love for others, your love for animals, anything that you're passionate about in your life. They hate it because they know that they'll never get to experience that. And why should they let you be happy when they're miserable? Why should they make you feel good when they're still going to be feeling down? Is how they look at it. Just out here at this lake, starting to rain a bit now, so I should probably head back to the car. But I do hope that this video has helped you. I'd say this is probably one of my most important videos. So watch this one a few times if you can. Let it sink in. Thank you all. I'll talk to you in another live video very soon. You all have a good day.